This is first used in Act 1, Scene 1, line 85, where Volponi's explaining basically his little plan about what he's going to do to trick all the people into like giving him gifts and things so that they can persuade him to become their heir. So he says, "With hope that when I die, which they will expect each greedy minute, it shall then return tenfold upon them, while some covetous above the rest seek to engross me whole, and the counterwork, the one unto the other, contending gifts that they would seem in love all, which I suffer, playing with their hopes." So this is used in a different sense. It's used to say he's going to allow or permit something to happen, so like Volponi knows what he's going to do and he's going to let it happen, basically. It's also used in two other points in the text. So once in Act 1, Scene 2, which is line 27, where Nano's fable kind of dominates the first half of the speech. So Nano says, "Always telling how elements shift, but I would ask how of late thou hast suffered translation." So here Nano relates it to the modern definition of experiencing a change. It's also used in Act 1, Scene 3, on line 62, where Mosca is convinced Voltaire that he's going to be the head of Volponi's estate. So here Mosca says, and for his part, he thought he should be blessed to have as heir such a suffering spirit. And if you read the rest of the quote, this explains how Malta's saying that Volponi admires Voltaire's profession. So it makes this whole quote quite ironic because he's fallen for Mosca and Volponi's tricks.
In relation to the text, we understand that Volponi is a typical comedy which highlights greed and lust, which we can understand are known as two deadly sins. And at the beginning of the play, we see that Volponi is left with at the end of the play, Volponi is left with nothing compared to the beginning when he was a wealthy nobleman. And the quote there is from Act 5, Scene 11, and it's said by Nano. And here we can see that Nano is actually referring to Moscow now as the master, who's claimed Volponi's estate and is giving orders to the other servants. And the word play here reminds us of the actual con which is going on in the play. So the play opens with Volponi praising his gold, showing this is his obsession. Therefore, it's ironic at the end when he suffers because of his greed. He's sentenced to prison for his trickery and all his consumption to make others suffer. And that's the quote there showing his punishment. It also appears that Volponi suffers because of his lust. This quote is about Cecilia. "My liver melts, and I without the hope of some soft air from her breath, am but a heap of cinders." And I've related the word suffer to its use in The Merchant of Venice. I chose this because it's also a comedy. And in Act 5, Scene 1 of The Merchant of Venice, we see that Gratiano reveals to Portia that Bassiano has given away her ring, his ring that she gave him. Bassiano pleads with Portia to understand that he gave the ring to a worthy man and not another woman, which is what she thinks. And the quote there shows that. In this context, suffered implies that Bassiano permitted the worthy man to leave. Here, Portia makes Bassiano suffer as she claims that she will never sleep with him again. "By heaven, I will never come in your bed until I see the ring." This is dramatic irony as we understand that Portia was the disguised man. So we can see that both Volponi and Shylock suffer because of their greed. The first quote is Volponi saying, "Good morning today, and next my gold." You can see that this is the first thing he thinks of. And Shylock, "Oh my ducats, oh my daughter." So he puts his money before his daughter. In the court scene of The Merchant of Venice, disguised Portia begs Shylock to be merciful. However, Shylock insists he must receive the agreed bond. Shylock's greed is his desire to obtain £1 of Antonio's flesh and his interest in money above his daughter. For this, Shylock must pay a fine, convert to Christianity, and hand over his estate to Lorenzo and Jessica. They're his punishments. And Shylock feels so much suffering, he states that he would be better off dead.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Really impressive images there as well. So it was ace.